alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Go down. 52 blasters. Going to the rails. Shot. 7-2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain.
On the double.
They run the counter. It's Hawkins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. This is complete to Hawkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st down. And It's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins, and he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. On 2nd and goal, Love toward the pylon, caught, and he is out of bounds here. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jordan Love with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clayton. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. On
2nd down, It's Sutton, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking to throw. Clayton. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Hawkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now Love. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clayton. That'll be caught by Kupp. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. back to throw. Clayton. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Clayton. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Hawkins. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Love with it. This one complete to his fullback in the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 29, Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
To throw on second down. Clayton working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Up the middle they go. It's Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Clayton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again. Clayton finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clayton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Clayton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clayton throwing middle, and it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Clayton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Clayton had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. On 4th down, Clayton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love, they go play action now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Love. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. To throw on 2nd down. Clayton. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun. Clayton. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Clayton. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Sutton, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Clayton. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff up the middle. Sutton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 2nd down, it's Sutton, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Clayton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw. Clayton. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dawson Knox from 3 yards out. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. To throw on 2nd down. Clayton looking middle, and it's incomplete.
On like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Looking to throw. Clayton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Clayton. And that will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Love. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea where the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the season
they ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we on big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, mean taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones on the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, they hit it heavy. I zoom out.
God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings and queens of God. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes.